Hey everybody, this is Nicholas, back with quick tips from the WSU Vancouver Library, episode 4. Today I want to go back and touch on a couple of more things with ILLiad and interlibrary loan. Earlier we talked about how we can use ILLiad to get us copies of journal articles that databases know about but WSU doesn't subscribe to. That's not actually all we can do with ILLiad. Let's take a look. If we're in the library and we go to search it, and let's say that we're looking for confirmation bias, and we do a search for items along this, we start off by getting some electronic video options. And here we go, we have a print book that's available at the Holland and Terrell libraries. We can request that through interlibrary loan, but just through the catalog without needing ILLiad. But as we go down a little bit, we may find something, and let's go on to more results. We might find some things that are listed here, but we don't have them at Pullman or in Vancouver. WSU doesn't own them. And we sort this to put the things that we own first, which is another reason why it's usually a good idea to sort through and find a few more things. But if we come back up here to number 7 on the list, we see that this item is checked out. Now, if somebody has it checked out, there's no reason that we can't go in and ask for a copy from another library. We can still request that book. There's one copy, none of them are available. It won't be back until the end of the term. On here it says it's on loan until September. Well, that's not going to do. So if we're signed in, and I'm currently signed in, but if not, there'd be an item here asking you to sign in. And then we can click on Request through Interlibrary Loan, WSU Vancouver, and it's going to open up ILLiad, similar to the way it did when we were looking for an article copy, but this time it's looking for a book. And once again, it's gone ahead and filled out all of this information for us. Now, I think it's really handy that ILLiad will automatically populate this field and save us a lot of typing, saving us from having to cut and paste and go back and forth between the pages. But if we know the thing that we're looking for, we don't have to first look it up and search it, and then have search it copy that information over. If we have something from a paper bibliography or a classmate or an instructor says, hey, you should look at the Phillips book, it's really great. You can fill these out yourself. And let's see how that's done. So this is one, and if I wanted it, I could just click Submit Request, but I'm not going to create extra work for our people doing that today. So I'm going to return to the main menu, and then under New Request, each one of these items, whether it's an article, a book, some form of media, or a chapter out of a book, a conference paper, thesis, lots of things. Each of these is going to be a blank form to fill out with just the most useful information. Assuming that we want a book, we can click there and we can say we're looking for the Phillips book I made up. So we'll say that Jane Phillips is the author and it's the really important for my research book. You'd put the actual title there if this wasn't just a hypothetical. And that's all that we need. Now, if we have some of this other information, the ISBN is particularly useful. It makes it easier for the people who are doing the work behind the scenes, and they might find it a little faster. But those things are all that we need. They have the little red asterisk there to let us know. And from here, all we need to do is submit the request, and that book will be coming our way. And if you go to the library's homepage, it's the last little bit of free information, and you click on where it says information about library services, you can see about how the library will send you information, mail it to your house, that sort of thing. In any case, This has been another episode of Quick Tips from the WSU Vancouver Library. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned to this channel for more information on quickly, efficiently, and frustration-free searches of the library. Thanks a lot.